Welcome to the instructional video on how to use your journey bracelet. First of all, congratulations on deciding to make a change. Whether it's changing a vice that's been holding you back from achieving your best self, or you're looking to develop a new habit that's also going to help you develop your best self, we're here for you. We started this company with one thought in mind: helping people change themselves through daily habits. Remember, this isn't about perfection. This is about consistency. You can learn more about the 555 Daily Co. and the reasons why we chose 555 at www.555dailyco.com. So let's get started. You should receive in your packet several items. A bag full of beads and several items, which I'll review in just a second. A sticker, along with a card for instructions that you can share with others, and has a QR code directly to this video. The first thing you're going to want to do is have a bowl. Get a bowl. You can find one on our website. I took our sticker and put it at the bottom of the bowl. You can see these are going to collect your beads. You want to keep this somewhere that's very easy to reach. When you're developing these habits, you want to put everything make things as easy as possible for yourself. I like to take this bead and put it on my sink right next to where I do my morning routine, so I can very easily start my day by rewarding myself with a new bead. Second, you're going to want to get everything out of your packet. Usually I just dump it right into the bowl. You'll find several items inside the packet. Obviously, you're going to have your beads. You just heard them falling. You're going to have two or three cords of your bracelet. You're going to find them to be a little bit longer. We'll go over that in just a second. And of course, you'll have your beads, but also you'll find two clasps. They may look like this, or they'll be something similar. Now it's time to build your bracelet. You take your cord, line up the ends. Grab one of the clasps that we've provided. Should have a nice spring load to it. And you take your ends, push down the button, and feed it through the hole. Very easy to feed through. Boom. Once that's done, you just go to lower it a little bit with the spring, and now you put it over the widest part of your hand so that when you're putting your bracelet on off, it's very easy to get on. This is a good amount of space. Once you've done that, you take a pair of scissors and cut it to about 1 inch. Boom. Now you've got your bracelet, you've got your width. It's time to start putting beads on. Now before you put your first bead on, take your cord in the end and cut it at a nice angle. This can make it a lot easier for you to thread your beads. You have two little angle cuts on your cord. Now comes the fun part. You've done something or you've changed something in your life, and it's time to reward yourself with a daily bead. The daily beads are black or white, depending on which bracelet you received. You take one out of the bowl that you've dumped them into. Remember to keep that bowl in somewhere that's very, very easy to get to and is part of your daily routine. Put the bead in your hand between your forefinger and first finger, and you'll find they're very easy to thread these beads on these holes. You can see took me less than a second to do. We've got beads with extra big holes to make it very easy for you. Once you've threaded the bead, it's time to put the clasp back on and wear your first daily bracelet. You have a bracelet, you have a bead, you slide it over your hand, nice and easy. Pull, press the button, push it, slide it right back up to your wrist, and you're set. One bead, your first day. Congratulations on your journey and these journey beads. Stay tuned, there's still more talking about these beads and how to use them. Let's talk beads and your daily progress. So on day 1, you put a bead on. It's black or white, depending on which bracelet you chose. This represents 1 day of your habit change. What you've done now is started your journey. Congratulations again. Now that we started our journey, let's talk about what happens now. Included in your packet were 15 daily beads. They're white or black, but there's 15 of them. Now you'll add these beads to your bracelet every single day until you have 10 beads on your bracelet. Now I noticed I said you had 15 because you can choose to make your bracelet and have a little leeway in terms of going past 10 or not. So once you have 10 daily beads on your bracelet, you're going to exchange them for 1 celebration bead, which represents 10 days of you doing your habit. You're cooking with gas now. You've made a habit change 10 days in a row. So what do? We take our 10 beads, we slide them off and into our bowl, and then we put on our celebration bead. We remove that darkness and we put on the light. 10 days of change. Very easy to thread, as all the other ones are. Your celebration bead is going to be a nice, beautiful, bright color. This one happens to be a nice African turquoise. So you've exchanged 10 daily beads for 1 celebration bead. Now, we include 15 daily beads so that if you wanted to go to 15, take 10 off, and have a celebration bead with 5 daily beads, you're more than welcome to do that, or play with it however you want. Life is changing. You've now created a change in your life and built a bracelet up to 10 daily beads and 4 beautiful bright celebration beads representing 50 days of your change. Your life has changed, your habits have changed, and it's about being consistent. This is so awesome. We're so happy to be with you on this journey. But it's not over. You have 50 days. You've created a consistent habit. We're keeping going. So we're going to take 50 days worth of beads. And guess what? What are we going to do? We're going to take them off again and put them in our bowl. We're now exchanging them for 1 milestone 50-day bead. Awesome. The 50-day bead represents brightness and change and is a little bit bigger usually than the others. It's going to look lonesome there on your wrist compared to what you've done, but you know what this represents. Congratulations. Welcome to the milestone. Life is great. God is good. You've now made it to day 100. There are several ways you can show off day 100. You can have a nice collection of beads, such as this one. I have my 50-day bead, 5 daily beads. I have our 50-day milestone bead. I have 5 daily beads, 4 celebration beads, and 5 more daily beads. That represents 100 days of habit change. And some people like to be a little more simplistic, and they just do the same thing with 2 celebration beads of the 50-day beads. Whatever your choice is, you've made it this far, and it's time to get the legacy bead. So you take your beads, I'll take both strands. So much fun, so much satisfaction in hearing my habit change hit that bowl. And it's time for the brightest, biggest, and best bead. Your Tiger Eye legacy bead. 100 days. You've now made it 100 days. It's time to thread it, and show it off. By now, you've shown people and you've talked to people about it. People have noticed some changes in you, whatever you've decided to change, whether you've made a physical change or a mental change. And you've probably had conversations about your bracelet. Please keep sending them to us. Please let us help as many people as we possibly can. This one celebration bead represents 100 days of change. Congratulations, you're so far along on your journey. Remember, this is consistency and building for 555 days. Sometimes you may have morphed one habit into a different habit. You might have turned exercise into eating right, but still stayed on your journey towards a better you. Whatever you've chosen to do, we're so excited to be part of this and be on your journey with you. 100 days, your legacy bead. It's time to keep going, stay consistent, and keep it up. 555 days ago, you started with one little bead. Now you have a full bracelet. 15 daily beads, 4 celebration beads, 4 milestone beads, and 3 legacy beads. 555 days of your change. Maybe you've kept the same change. Maybe it was something you stopped that long ago. Maybe it's something you developed, one thing, or several things. These beads don't have to be just about one change. They can be about many changes and the continual evolution of you. We've had so much fun. Hopefully, you might have changed 3 or 4 habits. You might have wore 3, 4, 5 bracelets. You might have brought 15 or 20 or 50 people into the bead journey with Daily 555 Co. We've had so much fun making these videos. We've had so much fun putting together these bracelets. It's time to think of something else that you need to change. There is no best. There's only a better you. Every day, consistent change. It's not about perfection. It's about consistency. Hopefully, you've enjoyed your journey as much as we have helping you.